Good morning. This is Steve Cleveland, coming to you from the Florida Dream Center. I'm the CEO, president, and with me I have Dawn with us today. And we're going to talk a little bit with Dawn about what volunteering at the Florida Dream Center means, how it impacts the Florida Dream Center, and how we find new volunteers to come and do. So, Dawn, we do a lot of stuff with volunteering. How do we find our volunteers?
Well, a lot of it comes from word of mouth, really, through our media. I do a lot of questioning on different websites for volunteers, like Volunteer Match. But a majority of them, for the time being, is community service. We also have Bright Future children from the 9th grade to 12th grade, and even on into college. Some colleges have Bright Future that they need their community service for their time. And then some are from like churches.
So, but we started the organization in 2014,
Yes,
right?
that's correct.
And so, how is the volunteers impacted? So, no, we had a little bit of a gain during COVID,
Yes.
but we're what, 90%?
90%, that's correct. So so the Florida Dream Center started in 2014 for volunteering, and yes, in 2020 we did have a little bit of a decrease in our volunteers, but in the last 2 years our numbers have increased slightly.
Yeah, I mean they're going up.
Yeah, they're going up.
Because people are not afraid of COVID anymore, and,
Correct.
and they're coming out
Yes.
and helping. What kind of roles do the volunteers do? Now we have certain levels of volunteers.
Yes, that's right.
And so tell me a little about
All right.
the roles.
So, well, one of our opportunities is in our office. One opportunity is to work in office assistant. That entails anywhere with opening the doors for walk-in services, to looking their names up, providing them walk-in services from food, hygiene, and clothing. We also have a boutique that they're able to sort through the food through the donations that we receive. That's for our office, and there's little other things that go on in the office too. Also, we have our food bank where I have a food bank assistant. They have anywhere between here in the food bank, they basically sort through food. They get our food boxes ready for our dog block, and then sometimes they'll go on the truck with our drivers to assist them with their the food that we receive, and then come back and then sort through that.
Similar to what's going on in the background, right?
Correct. Yes, they're working on getting our food boxes ready, our meats ready for Saturdays, so that way when it's time to create the boxes, our volunteers on Saturday, who are awesome, they come in and they create. We have anywhere between meat, produce, bread, milk, those kinds of things.
And fresh vegetables.
And fresh
And I
vegetables,
saw
yes,
that we
sir.
got into Gaylords of cabbage today.
Yes.
So those will be going out on top of the other stuff.
Correct. Yes, sir. And usually our boxes weigh between 30 to 60 pounds.
Correct. And they get, how many boxes do they get a week?
They get well.
Not the volunteers, but the community.
The community. So what we basically do, each individual is able to get one box per month that they're guaranteed, and they're able to come in and either come into the office and ask for a second box, or go to one of our Adopt-A-Block sites and put their name on a list, and at 10:30, if we have extra boxes, they may receive them also.
And I know that you have a better number than I do because I just see the reports, but you work with it daily. How many walk-ins do we get during the day that just need a meal, a pop-top meal?
Well, our unhomed at the moment, it's usually between 60 to 90 unhomed. Now, people who have homes, it's usually between 10 to 15 families. And sometimes we have 5 to 10 new families that come daily.
So we up to about 150 people
Yes, in a day, yes.
in a day.
Yep, and that's Tuesday through
That'll
Friday.
that walk in off the street and looking for something to eat,
Correct.
or clothing or hygiene,
Yes,
or whatever.
yes, sir.
So you've been doing this for a while.
Yes, sir, I have.
You're our volunteer coordinator.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about some of the volunteers that made an impact in your life, or how it affected you, how you feel about. Tell me a little story.
Okay, so basically I started volunteering in 2017. So basically through that, there have been individuals who have impacted my life in such a way. A lot of our volunteers who come in through the court mandated hours, a lot of them have stayed. They love what we do. I think in a way of volunteering, because sometimes we forget as FLDC employees how important it is for our volunteers to be here. I'm sorry, give me a minute, just let me go. I have one in particular. There's a gentleman who came off the streets. He's basically got pulled over for DUI. Very well-known individual, and he basically said, "I messed up," and I said, "Yes, we all do. We all make bad choices. I myself have made bad choices, but that doesn't define who you are. Let's get your community service complete, and let's get you going in the right direction." And he's been with us for the last 2.5 years.
Wow.
And he comes in and he has such a cheerful disposition. He does his job allows him to volunteer 16 hours of his time, and they pay the Florida Dream Center for his time.
Really?
Yes, sir, they do.
That's good. And I know that we have corporate volunteers, we have churches, we have Rotary clubs, and a lot of them. And then some of our corporate people, they get 8 hours a month to volunteer, and so they do that too. Right?
Yes, we do have like HSN, Target, Wawa. Yep. Those are some, and then we have churches that also sometimes, if they have the availability, if it's allowed in their churches, they also do that for us too.
Right. So, how do we enhance this program, Don? What's your thoughts? How do we get more volunteers? Besides doing this thing.
Exactly right. So basically, I challenge anyone out there, maybe individual, maybe Bright Futures, maybe court mandated, maybe group, to come in. Give me, as you always have said, give me 3 hours of your time, and I promise you'll want to come back. You'll see the community impact that we do here. We love our clients. We're here at the Florida Dream Center. We're a family. It's not just coming to work like us. I always have such a great feeling coming in here, knowing that I'm able to serve the ones where I was at one time homeless, to where I'm now. Because you have given me a second chance. I'm a second chance employee.
We're going to talk about that in 2 weeks. But listen, you said that, so I did say when we started this program, if you give me 3 hours of your time to come and visit this program, if it doesn't change your life, but it will change the life of the person that's going to help you. And that's a big impact that's been made.
And I've had that motto when I share anything on my Facebook about volunteering. I always do say, give me your time, because your life will change. Oh.
So anyway, everybody, thank you for letting Dawn and I share Volunteer Day with you, Volunteer Month, sorry. And we'll see you next week.
And thank you for your time.